what are some ways to incorporate devotion into my daily life? So recently in this chapter 4, we have studied the importance of devotion. So how do I incorporate into my daily life? So according to the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 9 forms of devotion, which is called Navadha Bhakti. What are these? So let me just read them out and then we'll see how we incorporate them in our daily life. One is Shravanam or listening. Second, Kirtanam or chanting. Third is Smaranam or remembrance. Fourth is Padasevanam or serving the feet. Fifth is Archanam or worship, ritual worship. The sixth is Vandanam, that is prostration and humbly bowing to the Guru or to God. Then is Dasyam or servitude. Then is Sakhyam or friendship. And fifth, and the final 9th is Atma Nivedanam or self-surrender. So can we do any of these in our daily life? Yes, in fact, we can do all of them. How? Let's make it very simple and start applying in our life. So how do we do Shravanam? We are actually doing it right now. So as we listen to the truth or the wisdom of the scripture, we listen to the teachings of the Guru, we listen to the music, the chant, the affirmations by the Guru, we are actually doing Shravanam. So this is one form of bhakti that you are already doing. The second is Kirtanam or chanting God's names, chanting God's virtues, calling upon God through song and Kirtan. And this, of course, when we are all alone, we can sing in the kitchen, we can sing in the bathroom. If nobody's looking in the office, we can sing. Even if you're not ashamed, you can sing out aloud in office. That's entirely up to you. But even if we don't sing outwardly, we can sing within us. We can keep chanting within our own hearts. And music also has a very uplifting effect. If it's a spiritual music, we can do that. And if we can't do that, at least we can listen to the chants. At least we can listen to the name of the Lord. So we can do Kirtanam any time of the day, whether we are driving, whether we are walking, in the metro or wherever we are. We can actually either sing in our heart or maybe we can listen to the chants of God. Third is Smaranam. So Smaranam is what? Is remembrance of God. So that is why Paramahansa Yogananda gave us the poem God, God, God. He said in eating, in sleeping, in waking, in meditating, in dreaming, everything, every time, all the time, say God, God, God to yourself. Let it be a war cry in the battlefield of activity. And that is what is Smaranam. Practicing the presence of God all the time, thinking upon God, about God, His name, His virtues, His pastimes, all of that is remembrance. All of that is Smaranam. Then the fourth is Archanam. So Archanam is doing a ritual worship on the outside. So that may not be possible for all working people, but just lighting a candle every day, or maybe lighting the incense every day, or maybe you can keep time for a detailed ritual once a week. That is entirely up to you. But even in your mind, you can do Archanam. Even in your mind, you can do Arati. And actually, the practice of meditation, the practice of Kriya Yoga is like doing the inner Arati. And therefore, we all can do this. Although, of course, different to different degrees, this can be applied on a daily basis. Then comes Vandanam. So, prostrations to the feet of the Guru, prostrations to the image of the Lord. We can do this physically and we can do this mentally. Mentally all the time. So if you have pictures of God on the wall of your room, if you have Guru's pictures on the wall of the room, every time you cross it, you can mentally bow to it. And actually, that's what makes the picture alive. Otherwise, it's just a picture. What makes that picture alive is your bhav or your devotion towards it. Do you really think it's an alive picture? Do you really think the Guru is present in the picture? Remember the story from the autobiography where Larry Marshall said, if you think it's a picture, it's a picture. But if you think it's something special or divine, then it can protect your life. So it's up to you to feel, visualize what a picture or an idol denotes for you, and then mentally or physically bowing to that. We all can do that. Physically, we can do that once a day, or mentally, we can do multiple times every time we cross a temple. And that is the good thing about India. You have temples at every nook and corner. Every street has a temple. So every time you're crossing, you mentally, kind of just bow down, or maybe you can fold your hands and bow down. So you are doing Vandanam. Okay. The next is Padasevanam. So Padasevanam is serving the feet of the Guru of God. So think of that chant that Master sang, engrossed is the bee of my mind on the blue lotus feet of my Divine Mother. So Of course, one seva is that you have a physical guru, you do physical service for the guru. But other is walking on the footsteps of the guru is also pada seva. Then serving the work of the guru is also pada seva. You understand? There can be multiple ways you can do serve the guru, his feet, thinking about the feet of the guru, visualizing the feet of Mother Divine or of the guru in your mind's eye. All of that is pada seva. And we all can do that every day. Then is dasyam or servitude. So now here when we say we are servants of the Lord, then we say that, okay, God, we will go by thy will. In humility, I will do my best, but I know that you are my master. So when you are the master, then you will take care of me. If I do the best I can, I know you are the master, you will take care of me. So then I become your servant. Just like Hanuman said to Ram that I am your servant. But then there is another aspect to serving God, or dasyam is serving the children of God. If you say to God, God, I want to serve you, Guru, I want to serve you, but I don't care about the rest of the world, I will ignore them. No. Service to the children of God is service to God. Therefore, do your best with humility, with love, as you hold on to different people in your life. As we said earlier, be good friends to everybody. Offer your love to everybody. This is serving God in some sense. Okay. And the final two are Sakhyam and Atma Nivedam. So Sakhyam is friendship. Know that God is your bestest friend. As they say, BFF, best friend forever. This is a lingo of these days. And so he is that. He was your friend before you came into this life. He has been your constant companion right now. He will be the only friend that will go with you across the shores of this life when you drop the body and you go on further. God is forever our best friend. It's we who fail to communicate with him, talk to him as a friend would in your mind. He is ever listening, he is ever present, he is ever waiting. And this activity, you can perform anytime, all the time. Daily life, practicing the presence of God again. And again, being friends with God also means offering your friendship to his children. And the final way is Atma Nivedanam or surrender. So let us remember that surrender is anyway an inner act. So wherever you are on the planet, whatever time of the day or night it may be, surrendering yourself to the feet of the infinity can be done anytime, day or night. So you can inculcate all of these practices into your daily routine. Now to simplify this a little and to make it rather a little funny comic. So I heard a monk from the Ramakrishna order. His name is Swami Sarvapriyananda, and he was talking about how we can enhance devotion. So he said one very beautiful thing. He said, you have this list of things where you say, I love my dress, I love my car, I love my job, I love my family, I love my house. So continue to have that list. In the end, just add, I love God. So he's not even saying that you put it on the top. He's saying, let the last point be in your life, I love God. And you will find that how God climbs up the ladder and becomes number one. So then he gives the example of, when you bring a little Gopala from the temple and you place him in your house. So the little Gopala is sitting in your temple. And then as you cross it, it stares at you and you stare at it. And then you think, let me get some nice dress for the Gopala. So again, instead of your own wardrobe, now you're thinking of the wardrobe of Gopala. And then, okay, let me get a tiny, beautiful pedestal for the Gopala. Oh, now winter is coming. Let me get some winter wardrobe for Gopala. And then whatever you're cooking in your house, you're saying, oh, let me give it to Gopala and let me offer it and then let me take the prasadam. So the little Gopala that you brought from the temple, so automatically he took over your wardrobe, he took over your kitchen, and he will take over your time, he will take over your energy and attention, and he will become number one automatically from the last. So give God a chance. If you give him a chance and if you offer your love, know that he will take over your life for good. You will be the happier for having surrendered your life in devotion. You will be that happy, free child, that free soul who will enjoy this life knowing that God is taking care of everything. And because you are loving God, you will feel that sense of fulfillment, because bhakti or divine love is both the means and the end. It is both the journey and the destination. So let us all, and let us be in the company of people who love God. That's what Anandamayi Ma said. If you want to develop devotion, be in the company of people who weep tears of love for God. So that's what we can do. And thankfully to Master, to Swamiji, we are in the company of people who are truth seekers, who are God lovers, and we are, all the time inspired to go forward in our journey. So I hope this answer helps for this question. Do we have any other question, Captain Joy?
We have two questions here, and the first question is, how can we keep the motivation high when life overtakes and presents its usual problems? How can we keep God and gurus in front and center and not let everyday life and responsibility come in the way? I find myself missing out on Kriya practice when life becomes busy.
Okay. So the answer to this is very simple. Now, if you were I'm imagining you are in your middle ages, but if you were, let us say, a teenage person, and the teenage person has fallen in love with someone of the opposite gender, and the teenage person is so crazy about the other person, will think about him or her all the time. Every action that this person does is in connection with the other person, with the love of his or her life, with the romance that he is imagining, all of that. So he is so possessed with that love, with that passion, with that goal, that automatically, even whether he or she does not want, that person is taking center stage in his life. Now, same comes with God. If we make God the center stage of our life, as we just said in the previous question, He automatically will make sure that you keep remembering Him. He's that romantic lover who wants attention all the time. He will make sure that you think of Him. But you have to give Him a chance. You have not trained your mind enough to stay focused on God. And that is why God appears to be elusive. In every moment, actually, every moment is a moment towards God. In every moment, if you hold on to the feet of the infinite or feet of the idol that you're thinking of, or your deity, or the Ishta, or your guru, then they are not going to leave you. That's what Ramakrishna Paramahansa said. He said, when you are working, your one hand should be in work and the other hand should be at the feet of Divine Mother. And when you are not working, your both hands should be holding the feet of Divine Mother. Never did he say that even 1 minute your one hand at least should not be at the feet of Divine Mother. So meaning, we have to train ourselves to do what Ramakrishna Paramahansa is saying, what Paramahansa Yogananda is saying. God, God, God. God, God, God. God, God, God. This is a self-training that you have to give to your own heart and mind. Again, nobody else is going to help you with it. The Guru has already shown you the path. The rest of the effort and the work has to be done by you. Till the name of God is automatically running in your subconscious. So now know that everything that you're doing in your conscious mind is getting stored in the subconscious mind. So whatever goes in the subconscious mind then surfaces up in the conscious mind. So if your conscious mind is saying God, 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 say so much that all your subconscious mind also gets filled with God, 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 and automatically what will resurface from the subconscious? God, 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 God. So that means you have to intensely, you have to actively, with full attention, with consciousness, with power, you have to tell your mind to think about God, to practice the presence of God. And then, of course, so if you want to attain self-realization in this life, self-discipline has to come in. You must bring in your Kriya practice. It may sometimes, life is difficult. There may be tragedies at home. Life is so involving. You have to deviate from your normal routine, which is okay. But even then, if you take out 5 minutes and do your bare minimum set of Kriyas, you are doing justice. God knows that you are busy. So trust that. If you do whatever you do, even the littlest that you do with love and devotion, then it will finally work out for you. So you have to be sincere till the end of life. That is what Master says. Be enthusiastic initially. Now I have got Kriya, now I know how to meditate, and now I'm going to find God within the next few days. Oh God, few weeks I have been meditating upon you. Why are you not appearing? Having that attitude is not going to help, because this is not a sprint race. This is a marathon. Spiritual journey is to be measured in longer rhythms. It takes time. Therefore, patience, perseverance, practice, prayer, all of that is needed. So keep going on. And if you feel low, then call a friend, call your spiritual buddy, call your spiritual bodyguard. Take out the book of master, start chanting. So this is what I do sometimes, that sometimes moods do get upon you, but I will try to catch my low going mood instantly, and I will say, oh, I know my energy and mood are going down. I will play a chant on my phone and I will sing out loud, and I don't care sometimes whether somebody's around or not. And once I do that, within minutes, the energy is uplifted, the mind is uplifted. So what is the company that you're in? Even when life is difficult, you can chant, you can sing, you can call upon God, you can pray. There are many other things that you can do, even if you're not able to do your kriyas very regularly in a few days. Don't make it an excuse. You must practice your meditation techniques as regular as you can. Excuse me. Okay, any other question?
There was a time on this planet Earth when no human life existed and only the kingdom of mammals, different creatures existed. So, what yuga that could be? Was it the time before Satyug?
Okay, so I will not have any direct answer to this question. According to what our Shastra says, in Satyug, human beings existed. Okay, so that is why it is Satyug, because which is the most evolved animal on this planet Earth, it is the human being. And therefore, at the time of mammals, we cannot talk about Satyug, because Satyug is that point in time where the human consciousness, who is the highest animal on the planet, is so elevated that the oneness of with spirit is automatically known to everybody. So there is a presupposition when we talk about Satyug, we are talking of human consciousness. So that means saying that it was a mammal consciousness does not work. And we know that we are talking of human consciousness, therefore we have to be, as humans, we have to be on the planet. Now what you are saying is, you are talking of the age of the planet Earth in a physical sense, and the yugas are working under different kind of a setup, where the entire solar system, with the sun moving around another star, and then the nearness or the farness from the center of the universe is counted. So all of this has a different timeline, and all of this is associated with human consciousness, because it is only through the human body that one can achieve a higher state or lower state of consciousness, and then go beyond all states of consciousness. So when we talk of yugas, the yugas were calculated by human beings, they were not calculated by mammals. So that is a different timeline. We are talking of a spiritual timeline, which has been defined by humans. Therefore, humans have to be present. Okay, I hope that simply answers your question.
In the end, there's one compliment. Thanks for elaborate explanation of 9 different forms of bhakti, the highest yoga. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Jai Guru, Jai Shri Krishna. And we will continue, and the study of the Bhagavad Gita, we shall start chapter 5 in the next class. Om, Om, Om.